Hello Leo, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your November 2022 monthly check-in reading. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what's going on for the sign of Leo? What do we need to know for you? And get a couple more shuffles in. All right, we have the Star. So when I see the Star, this is the grand constellation of your life, right? So you're connecting dots within your life as to attain your ultimate goal. Your ultimate goal is to see everything with the High Priestess hindsight being 2020 energy, all right? So this can represent your goals, your aspirations, and what you're trying to achieve. You need to go from one star to the next star, right? So you have to plot a point, you have to plot your trajectory, and you have to go there. But here's the thing, sometimes we lose track of where our next star is supposed to be. We go to this star and that's not our star. We go to that one over there. And it can be very difficult with all the stars in the sky to find what makes up our constellation. So possibly looking at your birth chart could help. So let's look at this star energy. I'm going to be using the Revelations Tarot. I'm going to get 3 cards. This deck does have reversals. So what's going on with the star energy? What do we need to know for you, Leo? This could also represent maybe you need to make a wish. Maybe you need to make a wish on a shooting star, okay? You have the 6 of Pentacles. You have the 2 of Wands in reversed. And you have the 5 of Wands in reversed. Wow. All right. So what I'm seeing with the 6 of Pentacles is that something is being given to you, all right? Or maybe something is supposed to be given to you. With this 2 of Wands, this represents you're staying stuck. And you're staying stuck in a very toxic environment with the 5 of Wands. You're choosing to not move forward. There's an opportunity for you to with the 6 of Pentacles, but you're choosing to stay within this, very fighting, chaotic energy. The 2 of Wands is that you don't know where to go next. I feel like that's the situation. The 2 of Wands is like you're choosing to stay where you are, right? Because you know this wand to be stable. So there are 2 wands, right? You have a new wand in your hand, you're looking at the globe, but next to you is a wand that is a stable structure. It's a very large wand, right? I kind of feel like you want to stay with this wand instead of going onto the new situation within your life. But because you're choosing to stay here, you're getting very angry because you're not moving forward within your life, because the 5 of Wands in reverse is an aggressive card, all right? But the 6 of Pentacles does represent that you have an opportunity to try something new, to go on to the next point. So how do we do that? How do we do that for Leo with the 6 of Pentacles? What's going on? Well, one day I'll learn how to shuffle, right? So the 6 of Pentacles energy, let's look at this. We have the King of Wands, your energy, and we have the 9 of Swords. You can't move forward because you are anxious. That is the problem. You have a lot of anxiety plaguing you. You don't know what to do next. You don't know where to go next. So the King of Wands is like, you are still sitting on your throne. You're still king of the jungle right here, but you have this extreme, overwhelming anxiety with the 9 of Swords. So I think I said the 9 of Wands. It's the 9 of Swords, sorry. 2 of Wands energy, we have the 8 of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Cups. What I'm seeing with the 2 of Wands is that you're working diligently, but what you're crafting still is still a cup. Like, you know you need to move forward, so you're doing all these other tasks and other things around you instead of focusing on the goal, all right? But everything that you're focusing on is just a Page of Cups energy. You're not moving forward. You're just doing a bunch of busy work, staying where you are. What's this 5 of Wands? We have the 7 of Cups, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. You're staying within a fantasy realm because the fantasy realm feels good. So this is kind of like, say for instance, you know you need to move forward within your life, but you would rather stay in this same town because that's what you feel comfortable with. People know you in this town, you feel comfortable with them, you know them. But here's the problem is that things are starting to get heated within this town because you're starting to realize that you don't really fit in anymore. Maybe you have a lot of, life experiences and other people around you don't, and that frustrates you because you're trying to connect with them, but they don't have the same experiences as you because you've grown too large for the nest, Leo. That's the problem. You've grown too big. You're trying to pretend everything is okay within the 9 of Pentacles, and you're trying to suppress this anxious anxiety feeling by doing busy work, but you're just crafting cups. You're starting to get angry about the people around you because they're just not on your level. But here's the thing, you're not supposed to be stuck. So here's the thing. I know a lot of people don't know what to do next. Like, the world got really messed up for a while, right? And a lot of people lost sight of what they were trying to do. And it's really hard to get back on those goals. It's really hard to get back on that wheel of fortune, right? To finish out cycles, to close out cycles, to do things. So what should Leo do right here? Move forward with the Six of Swords to the Hierophant with the Five of Swords. So I feel like you need to actually move forward towards a higher level of commitment. You have to connect to a Hierophant now. You have to do the job that you're designed to do. All right. So, for example, some people, they're designed to be public speakers, right? But they choose to stay in this town and they want to maybe run for politician. However, people don't like you in this town or whatever. You would do better not just running for mayor of this town, you'd be better off running for governor of the state, if that makes sense. Like, you're trying to do all these small things that are kind of in a way meaningless. And I'm not saying running for mayor is meaningless, but I'm just saying that you're designed to go to a higher level of institutionalism right here with the Hierophant, all right? The Five of Swords is that you're debating that. You're good at what you do, Leo. You have to move forward towards the Hierophant. But here's the problem is that you don't want to deal with the backstabbing energy of the Five of Swords. But here's the thing, Leo. Backstabbing energy is not that bad with the Five of Swords because you can overcome that. You can walk away from that, all right? Letting petty arguments go, it's all right to do. So what's going on for Leo? You have the Tower. There's going to be a major disruption. You have the King of Swords. You have the Ace of Cups. But here's the thing. The major shakeup is what actually propels you forward. You need the major shakeup because that is the intelligence to go forward. That is the motive for you to move. The King of Swords is striking down the Tower. And the Vampire deck, it's actually the King of Swords striking down the Tower with lightning. And the traditional deck and the Visconti Tarot deck, it is the Sun striking down the Tower. But here's the thing. That is the Ace of Cups for you to move. That is your actual wish fulfillment. That is something that is going to move you along and make you happy. Your Ace of Cups. You need to connect to the Hierophant. You have the Two of Wands going forward. Now it's upright. So connecting to a Hierophant organization, connecting to what you did before. The Four of Cups, but you don't want to do that anymore. It's kind of like people, everyone got used to working from home, right? And now maybe you have the opportunity to go and not work from home for a better company. Maybe they want people to go into the office, but you just don't want to do that. But a major shakeup is going to happen to where you're going to want to do that, where you're going to have to. The only way for you to move forward is to actually go and do something, Leo. You're not meant to just, I know you're a fixed fire sign, but you're not meant to just sit there. You're still meant to move. You're still meant to move in a stable way, though. You're not chaotic like Aries. You're not just Russian like, Sagittarius. You are a stable moving pinnacle, and people are supposed to move out of your way. You move slowly. It's like a emperor's procession, right? The emperor is marching through the city, and people move out of that person's way, but he is still moving slowly, okay? And you're supposed to do it calculated and in a proficient manner, but you still move forward, all right? Two of Cups. You have the ability to connect to this situation. You have the Ten of Swords. Oof. It's going to feel like a swift death, though. Here's the thing. You got the Tower coming out. Towers are never nice. You're connecting to the Ten of Swords. But here's the thing. The Two of Cups is actually very beneficial for you. The Two of Cups represents, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a loving situation. So you're lovingly connecting to a mental death right here. So this could represent, how can I say it? I'm trying to think of the word. Connecting to endings, sharp endings, fast endings. Let me pull one more card for that. Four of Pentacles. You have to connect and you have to embrace this Ten of Swords in order to let go. That's your problem, is you're not wanting to let go with the Two of Wands right here. You need to let go. And this is a very sweet way for you to let go. You're going to watch the Tower fall, all right? You have the King of Swords right here saying it's for the best. You have the Ace of Cups representing that, it does represent an emotional abundance right here. So you're going to watch the Tower fall. You're connecting to the Ten of Swords. It's the best thing that could happen for you because it allows you to let go with the Four of Pentacles. The Fool, you have a new beginning. The Ten of Pentacles coming out, yeah. You're finding your new path with the Ten of Pentacles. But you have to let go of the old situation. You have to let something, you have to move forward. I know it feels terrible to do so, and you might not know what to do. That's the thing, is like, maybe you do know what to do, and maybe some of you don't know what to do. However, with this major shakeup with the Tower, you're going to instantly know, okay, I have to move forward, but where? So how does Leo move forward? How? I know that the Tower is shaking up, but like, for those of you who don't know what the next step is, what is the next step for you? What are you supposed to be doing? Like, how do you get there? Oh, High Priestess with the Five of Pentacles. High Priestess with the Five of Pentacles, connecting to poverty, in a way. Connecting to an uncomfortable feeling. The only way to move forward, growth is painful. That's the thing. This is like a growing pain right here. A growing pain is always painful. You've grown too big for the nest, all right? And you need to use your intuition to move forward. You have to let go of things from the past. Five of Wands. With the Queen of Pentacles. The only way you're going to move forward is if this Queen of Pentacles comes in and gives you the information to move forward, I feel like. I'm a little confused here for you. Let me switch decks, because this is a little bit confusing, because you have good cards and you have bad cards, and it's like they don't really make sense for me. Like, you have to experience an emotional death. You have to experience this Ten of Swords moment. Okay, like, it is what it is. But you have the Fool with the Ten of Pentacles coming out. How do you get there, though, is the Five of Pentacles with the Five of Wands, representing kind of like a impoverished, painful feeling. So you have to feel impoverished in order to move forward. So when you feel this, but that doesn't really make sense, though, to me. Maybe it makes sense to you. To me, as the reader, it's like, for those of you who want to move forward but don't know how, I don't feel like this makes sense to you. All right, so let me clarify that. Judgment. The Four of Scepters. A judgment has to be made to put you in an uncomfortable situation. All right, so here's the thing. You're going to go through an uncomfortable situation, and the uncomfortable situation is how you move forward, regardless. So if you don't know how to move forward, the way you move forward is through an uncomfortable situation. The Four of Scepters is a victory or a celebration. You celebrate with judgment, though. Celebrate the uncomfortable situation. I don't feel like it lasts long, because the Queen of Pentacles is coming in to help you out. You have the Five of Knives. You have the Three of Swords. And you have the Devil. You're dealing with petty arguments because of heartbreak, but your heartbreak is due to you being chained to something from your past right here. I kind of feel like, in a way, it's a little bit of self-sabotage. Maybe you don't feel like you're able to move forward. I feel like you're self-sabotaging yourself because of this Devil energy. You're choosing to not want to move forward because you feel like the Devil is going to come back and backstab you. That's what the situation is. A lot of people, all right, I understand. Cancel culture. Get it. There are a lot of people who like to cancel people because of whatever they've done within their past, right? I understand what's going on here. You don't want to move forward because maybe you have skeletons within your closet and you're afraid of getting canceled. But here's the thing. Putting you in an uncomfortable situation is the only way you're going to move forward. So I kind of feel like that's the situation for you. It's like, it's going to come out. Okay, whatever. But the judgment is that you still celebrate. You're still victorious in the end with the Four of Scepters. Yeah, you have the Three of Pentacles. People are going to come to you regardless. Daughter of Grails, because they want their cups filled up. Prince of Grails, people are going to seek you out. I kind of feel like you've been pushing off like having a tower moment within your life, because you're like, I can grow here. I don't want to have a tower moment. I don't want my skeletons to come out. But when it does, it's like you go through this uncomfortable situation. It allows you to grow. And you realize that the situation wasn't that bad to begin with. Yeah, judgment happens, but you celebrate it. You're celebrating that everything is over. You're celebrating the fact that the skeletons came out and it's done. You're now able to move forward. People still like you. People still care about you. People still want their cups filled up. You're still this good person to people. Like, I feel like that's the situation. You're just scared of what's happened in your past. Yeah, 10 of Wands. You carry a large burden. You have a lot of skeletons in your closet. 2 of Scepters, but you're going to move forward regardless. So, 6 of Knives, it's kind of like facing the music right here. 6 of Knives, in my opinion, is mentally and emotionally moving forward. We have the 6 of Knives right here. You're still going to connect to the Hierophant. Like, that's the situation. You're still going to connect to it. Regardless of what happens with this Tower and this 10 of Swords, it's a judgment. Okay, it's uncomfortable, whatever. Queen of Pentacles still comes in. 6 of Scepters, you have victory over this. You have victory over the 5 of Knives, 3 of Knives, and the Devil. You still have a victory here. The Justice, yeah, it's balanced out. I feel like you're just scared to move forward because you don't want to face the truth. But when it comes out, it doesn't really matter. I think you're scared for nothing. Yeah, Lord of Grail's coming out. The Lord of Skulls. And the Ace of Scepters. Yeah, you have a new beginning. Brand new beginning. You're moving forward. You're upgrading. You're going to wonder why you were scared for all this to happen in the first place. The Emperor coming out. The Emperor is in control of all of the lords. You're getting a new opportunity from the lords. Let me look at... I don't have the other deck here. Let me get you a couple of major arcanas. So about that 10 of Scepters, the Moon. Okay, the Moon is here. Not 10 of Scepters, 10 of Swords. The Moon, the Lovers, and the Hanged Man. You have to connect to a situation. You have to see things past the Moon. I feel like you're trapped within confusion, chaos, and insanity right now. You need to connect to the Hanged Man. You need to connect to God. Here's the thing. If you're meant to do something within your life, no one can take it away from you. A lot of people lose sight of what they're trying to do because they lose sight of God. I feel like what your problem is right here, Leo, is that you've not taken anything here to a higher order. Maybe you haven't really prayed about it. Maybe you haven't really thought about it. Maybe you just kind of like keep it to yourself. You just push it down. Like it doesn't bother you. You're doing all this petty bullshit right here with like working on all these other things, but it's not forming anything. It's still a Page of Cups situation. You need to move past this moonlight energy, connect to God with the Lover's energy, with the Hanged Man, which means seek him out and he will find you, okay? That's what your problem is, Leo, is that you're not taking this to a higher level. You're choosing to just sit there in your own misery. You're scared of Tower moments. You're scared of the 10 of Swords moments. You have skeletons. Everyone does. But you're more scared because you're ruled by ego. That's the problem, Leo. So I kind of feel like you have to have an ego death right here. You're scared of having a 10 of Swords moment because you are ruled by egotistical energy, all right? That's your base self. That's what the devil is. The devil is trying to chain you to your egotistical energy so that way you never progress. However, if you take the backstabbing energy of the 5 of Swords and you overcome it and you move forward, that's the way of beating the devil. You had a mental death. You had an ego death. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to be comfortable. I'm not saying that, but that is a way to grow. That's a way to feel pain. It's kind of like if you've ever done something and you've never received harsh criticism, or maybe you have something that's really good, but you're scared of receiving harsh criticism because you're ruled by your ego. Well, I mean, the only way to move forward, the only way to understand stuff is to have harsh criticism. Because with the harsh criticism, there will be good criticism. So, pray about it. Think about it. Get out of the 9 of Swords energy. If you don't want to move, the Tower is going to shake it up with the King of Swords. It's going to cause it to move. You'll have the Ace of Cups at the end because what's meant for you is meant for you. And it can't be taken away. I know a lot of people do those readings of like trying to steal your destiny, trying to steal this, that, and the other. Like, when we talk about trying to steal your destiny, the only one who can steal your destiny is you. And when I say steal your destiny, it's this. You can choose to let the devil have control over you and not fulfill your mission on earth. And people can put black magic hexes on you and whatnot so that way you never grow. However, if you face the harsh reality, or if you face the darkness, if you just pass through the moonlight, if you connect to God, all those things will break away, and what is meant for you is still meant for you regardless of the situation. Understand that, all right? So let's look at the spellcasting oracles. And I feel like what's meant for you is the Fool with the Ten of Pentacles, because that is what came out. So, and you're connecting to the Hierophant. You just don't want to deal with the egotistical, you don't want to deal with your base self having to fight against, you know, I think your biggest fear right here is being backed up into a corner and not having any way out of it. I feel like once you're backed up into the corner, though, that's the situation, and then it's over with. Maybe the angel comes out of nowhere and shuts everyone up. That could be the situation, too. You're thinking about what's the worst thing that could happen, but you're not thinking about, well, God is mightier than that. Like, what happens if they do back you up into a corner? What happens if you are, you know, on the floor and everyone's poking you with the stick and whatnot? What could happen then? Well, an angel could appear and smite all of them. That's the situation, Leo. You're thinking about only what could happen on the physical realm, but not what could happen on the supernatural realm. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people don't want to put that much faith in God or whatever, because, you know, I understand people come for tarot for different reasons. However, miracles do happen. Things happen that are just, you know, strange and out there. And we have the Emperor with the Justice and the Six of Wands right here. You're scared with this, all right? Let me pull you one more card. You have the High Priestess. High Priestess coming out 2020. You're going to wonder why you were ever scared of it. Connecting to your higher self. You have the Hanged Man with the High Priestess coming out. Beautiful energy. Double clarification of Pisces. Moving you to where you're supposed to be. Moving you to a transcended state. All right? Love. Willpower. Connect to love of the higher self. Connect to love of the higher realms too. Okay? I feel like your ego, and here's the thing, your ego might not even take that big of a beating. That's the thing, is it's like, it might not even take a beating. Yes, we have the Ten of Swords coming out. Yes, we have the Tower. However, it could just be trying to break you down to where you learn how to trust a situation, to where you learn how to trust God to take care of something right here. Ace of Cups, yeah. So we have willpower, we have love. You're still connected to the divine. You're still connected to willpower. You still have the ability to move mountains and shake the ground, Leo. Like, sometimes you just have to understand that you got to rely on the angels. You got rat adaptability. You can adapt to the situation. Oh, wow, people are making fun of Leo again. Okay, well, whatever. Crab, retreat, and dragon, emergence. That's the thing, is it's like, the adaptability here is to retreat. And while you're retreating and people are poking at you, the dragon emerges. And I want to show you something. I don't know if you can see it right here. I'm going to try to get closer, but anyway, there's a dragon behind her. There's the sorceress. She can summon this dragon. Now, in some decks, in some belief systems, sometimes people say the dragons are evil. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the dragon emergence, right? The dragon emergence of strength. You're backed up into the corner. You're this sorceress. All these people want to burn you at the stake, and then it's like your final move is that the dragon comes out. And the dragon incinerates everything in front of you. And you're going to sit there and think, I should have just trusted the divine the entire time. I should have just trusted what I've known to be right. And that's what the High Priestess wants you to understand, is to just go with the flow. All right? Don't be scared of the moonlight energy. Don't be scared of the devil. You have the Fool, which trumps all of them. That's the thing that you have to understand. The Fool trumps every major arcana. Okay? It trumps every minor arcana. You have the Fool coming out with the Ten of Pentacles, which means anything that's negative is already trumped by the Fool, giving you the Ten of Pentacles, okay? This is just things you have to live for. These are the things that you have to look forward to. This situation that you have to live through right here leads you to the new beginning of the Ten of Pentacles, all right? This is just a growth period. It is hard. It is treacherous. It's tumultuous. It has the moon. It has towers, Ten of Swords, whatever. But you will understand it with the High Priestess, because when she pulls out the like the Rolodex of your life, the Torah, whatever, the Book of Life, and shows you every single thing that you've ever done, right? You're going to watch it like a movie, and you will see why this moment led you to the Ten of Pentacles with the Fool energy. You're going to understand why all this transpired for you, okay? So let's look at your Halloween oracles. Actually, when I picked up this deck right here, I didn't pick this one up. We have Goat, Potency. So that's the thing. Maybe Goat, Potency. Have you ever seen the movie The Witch? There was Black Phillip the Goat. That's kind of what this is right here. Except I don't think you had to sign away for something. I think that it's just the emergence of something right here. You have the underworld where all things pause and begin again. Skull of Light, illumination. So here's the thing. You go to hell, right? You go to hell. Let's just say that. Where all things pause and begin again. So you're in the underworld, but then all of a sudden, something is lowered down to you. And it is the Hermit's lamp. The Hermit is not there. You've been through these roads before. The Hermit is wanting to give you the lantern, the Skull of Light illumination, to illuminate you how to get out of hell. All right? You do that. Yes, it's scary. Yes, you're stuck there. Yes, it's whatever, but there is a path out, and that's what you have to find. You have to find the path, because once you find the path out, you're free. And you're free with a new beginning to go to the Ten of Pentacles, and that's what this situation is. You go down to the underworld where all things pause and begin again, and that's what the Fool is, the ending and the beginning of something else. But you do have the Skull of Light illumination to help you. So let's look at your rune cards. We have Berkana, birch, creativity, new ideas, birth, nourishment, spiritual meaning, mother energy, and inner growth. Yeah, inner growth is painful. You have Sawilu, strength, success in all ventures, good health, and speedy recovery. So you have the strength to move forward. Like, it's okay. All right? What's meant for you is meant for you. Take it to God, pray. Situation will work itself out. You might have to go through something that's really scary, but I feel like you'll be okay. You have the illumination with the Hermit energy with the Skull of Light. You're illuminated. You are the sun. The moon, I mean, the sun trumps the moon. That's the thing that you have to understand. So without the sun, there would be no light from the moon. So it's just that you're in a very dark period because the moon is out. But here's the thing you have to understand is that night ends, day happens, right? But you also have to understand is that you're not without your power, because the sun, or the moon, reflects the sun. Like, the moon doesn't have light. The sun gives the moon light. So what I'm seeing for you right here is that that is your Skull of Light. That's your illumination, is that even though you're walking through the dark, there's still the moonlight, which is still the sun. So that's what you need to understand for yourself. It's scary, but there is a way out. So anyway, Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.